You know what? When it comes to publicity, we can all learn a thing or two from Janet Jackson's breast. Now she's pulled that stunt. What's a stunt you could pull to get some publicity? Graham.
Well, I've actually thought about this quite a bit. So, for my publicity stunt, right, through clever use of makeup and bitch implants, I'd transform myself into aging starlet Demi Moore. And then I would track down Ashton Kutcher and punk him like he's never been punked before. Oh, yeah. I'd give him the punking of his life. I'd punk him so good, I'd punk him all night. Oh, yeah, baby, Ashy. Oh, Ashy likes being punked. You like the punk kick. Damn. Sorry, I was miles away for a second.
All right. Patrice.
I like to pull Britney's titty out in a stadium full of Texas crackers with 84 million people watching on TV. But that ain't the stunt part. The stunt part would be to convince the U.S. Marshal and his hanging posse that it was all her idea. And then when a Supreme Court decision to be able to do it to Christina at the Indianapolis 500.
Oh, man. I'd break through the tight security that is prevalent in the last few hundred yards of the New York Marathon. Then it would suddenly appear in first place running naked in one black sock with the symbols of all the world religions shaved into my excessively hairy back, as a plea to world leaders for racial harmony, religious tolerance, and world unity. Because I truly believe that a message of peace can only be communicated in this world through a short, fat, hairy, sweaty man with surprisingly smooth buttocks.
All right. I'm tired of this goddamn traitors.
Jim.
I don't know if I'd go as far as Janet, but I may do something a little quirky, like buying the bones of the Elephant Man, or befriending a chimp, or taking my baby, which is a completely different race than I am, and dangling it off a balcony, or maybe I'll do something really subtle, like molesting a kid in an amusement park in my backyard, then tap dancing on the roof of my car while I hold an umbrella to keep the sun off my wafer-thin nose.
Well, that's all, folks. Good night. Really? That was a hot one?
Do you think the presence of the two Brits, did they elevate the tone of the show?
Well, at first they were kind of trying to, but, you know, I think we kept them in line.
Any predictions on the Graham Norton fellow? Will he go over in the U.S.?
I think he already has a show in the U.S. I think he does pretty good over here.
Well, you know, Kylie Minogue had one song and then,
Yeah, that's a good point.
Patrice, does he drive you crazy in a good way or a bad way?
Sadly, in a good way. And the more people that get aggravated by him, the happier I get. I guess I live vicariously through his awful obnoxiousness.
Tonight was really the beginning of the Quinn 2004.